Hello, my name is Dakota Loop, and today I will be walking through my Portal 2 level. So just a couple notes about this assignment that I was doing for class was actually that it actually had to be part of a group, and so we were designing 4 distinct levels, and each level had 3 sections that were supposed to be part of like a mini campaign. So it was actually a really unique challenge to try to work on a puzzle that fits and feels like it connects with 3 other levels, where they feel like they're building off each other, but the mechanics and everything are unique and feel like it's not just the same puzzle over and over again. So it was kind of interesting. As well as this was also a really fun and interesting thing because what you'll be seeing through the level is actually not what I turned in because we ended up submitting our levels onto the Steam Workshop, and I got some feedback from the community on some different things based off of how it was and the responses that I got. So I actually made some iterations based off of taking feedback from the community and ended up having over 200 people rate it and play for a positive rating. So it was really cool. It was a really cool experience. So just to kind of quickly walk through some of the design choices that you'll see consistently for all of it is from the get-go, you'll be able to see the exit just so you can slowly work your way through, or work your way back rather, to make sure that you're able to solve the puzzle. So you can see, like, okay, so I trace it back. Okay, I have to get this button, so how do I get this button? It looks like this, it's connected to this, so on and so forth. So, walking through, gonna go, and so part of this actually was trying to put a unique spin on like the bouncing mechanic, if you will, or like the dunking mechanic that's pretty popular. Finding unique ways to make it work within the space. And then if you come down here, you can actually see the ultimate goal. So this is the end of the level right there. So I wanted to make sure that you're able to have a good reminder when you come down here to try to figure out this part of it. You'll see the ultimate destination across through the glass. So we got to figure out how to get there. So we bounce, take a couple bounces, press it. Neat, so that turns off that. So now we have to get the cube to press into there. So press it, and again wanted to line this up so when the player is pressing the button, they're able to see everything in their screen, so they know, okay, it bounces and goes into there. Sweet. So this is the first step, kind of introducing the unique way into the bouncing mechanic, or the dunking mechanic as well. And then trying to get the players in the frame of mind about how for each area you have to get a cube to press against the button in there. So that was kind of a thing, as well as making sure there was consistency within it. So here now it's a twist in which now it's carrying this, as well as there's a reverse one. As you can see, there's the cube right there, exit right there, there's another cube. So kind of wandering around, you'll see, okay, and especially if you've played Portal 2, you'll know that this is actually one of the first things they teach you about the blue gel, is you can actually bounce from wall to wall with it. So just being creative with it, using it this way to go through, and then of course this gel is here just in case you accidentally like paint the cube or do something wrong with it. I don't know. Just here. Cool beans. Alright, so getting a little running start. Bounce. Boink. Bounce it to the other side. I actually had an interesting glitch, which couldn't find anything on forums of why, but it looks like the texture just doesn't go through, and as you can see, it looks like there's like a leak in here, which is kind of interesting. Okay, so now I'm on the other side, knowing that I need to press it because when you press the button, it also reverses this. So I need to get this cube back over there. Instead of making the player go all the way through again, they can just take this little shortcut, make it a little bit easier since they already solved it, not forcing them to go through it again. However, they're welcome to do it again because it is actually pretty fun to bounce. So now you see the cube going here. Again, lining up this so they can kind of see everything in their frame of view, jumping through, and then going into the third area. And now the players can see the beginning, so this is kind of a nice way to reorient themselves and kind of get them back into the, oh, this is where I started and this is the finish overall. So you come in, you see this, follow it through. Okay, it looks like it connects here. It's a little difficult to see, but you can see it right here. This pushing into here. So similar to the first one, you need to find a way to get a cube into there. So following similar fashion, you're like, that's strange. So press this. So here's the extra twist on it. Is pushing the gel. So this is kind of going on from the last one where you had the gel that was being carried. So now we have to use the gel to carry it to push it onto here. So, but if I were to press this to get a new cube, it bounces through. Now it goes over. So this is also another twist in which the player is thinking about the light bridge in a different way compared to what it was before, where it was primarily used in previous levels as a blocker. Now it's used as a way to block the cube from going over too far. Ooh, a little higher. So just kind of adding unique twists to the puzzles to make sure that it's engaging and challenging for the player overall. So it's like it bounced in, got in, neat, now it goes. So obviously this was a quick little walkthrough, but ultimately I just kind of want to go over it because the walkthrough of the puzzle of just playthrough feels kind of boring and pretty straightforward because if you know what the puzzle is, then you just go through it. This can be downloaded on the Steam Workshop and played through. But yeah, so a lot of my design ideas, goals, considerations were very much like from the get-go the player should be able to see the entrance or the exit so they know exactly what it is and then work back from there. And then also having the consistent elements of for every single area, the cube, to open the door, you have to get a cube to push into the button. So making sure that that's consistent and then adding unique twist for having the light bridge or having the gel be carried through. Just kind of creating unique elements that are fun and engaging. And overall it was a really fun project to work on as I've never really worked on puzzles before. So trying to get into the frame of mind of making a puzzle that is relatively easy to understand, but not so easy that it feels like you're just hand-holding, but difficult to where it's a balance of the player feeling clever and but not so difficult that the player has no idea what they have to do. So it was a very interesting balance trying to make it all work overall. And again, it was also really fun to get feedback from the community and have such a positive response from the community about the level, and it was really fun and reassuring overall to kind of make the changes based off of the community. So again, my name is Dakota Loop. Hopefully this was helpful. Again, you can download this on the Steam Workshop. That's called BlueWhirl 3.